Well, a few weeks ago, the town of Prairieton protested a new Dollar General being built in their community. Our Clayton Baumgarth goes a little deeper into the problems the store chain can bring to rural areas and how Prairieton is among several towns in the state to reject them.
Right behind me is what was once the purported site of a new Dollar General store here in Prairieton. But thanks to a grassroots movement by the local church and residents, that land will remain private agricultural land. It began when residents spotted signs from Vigo County officials inviting community members to attend an area planning commission meeting. The goal was to rezone a parcel of private agricultural land that sits directly next to the local Methodist church into commercial property.
Somebody saw it there on 63 where they're going to put the site, and it just kind of blew up on Facebook. What is this? And then so I said, Dollar General.
Within a week, the Keep the Prairie and Prairieton group was formed. Their issue? They simply didn't want another Dollar General store in their area.
Most of us go to Dollar General once a week, twice a week, but we have a Dollar General 4 miles up the road at Spring Hill and 63, and we have a Dollar General 4 miles east on US 41.
They had other qualms too. Concerns about traffic, the fact that alcohol would be sold next to the church, and wanting to use the land for different purposes.
There's other things that we could use. That land could be subdivided into residences. You know, we would much prefer to have homes and families. We need houses.
The Plan Commission recommended the rezone, but Vigo County commissioners wanted to give residents time to have their concerns answered by a Dollar General representative. So, in the basement of the Methodist church, around 40 people gathered expecting to speak to a store representative. Instead, the building developer and his attorney spoke and were unable to answer many of their questions.
I have to look into that. I can't say one way or the other on that right now. I really can't answer that question because I don't control their marketing studies. But that would be a corporate question. I can't answer that question.
The following week, the Vigo County Commissioners decided not to grant the rezoning request after Keep the Prairie and Prairieton presented a 19.5-foot paper scroll with the names of almost 500 people who signed against the rezoning.
That's probably one of these folks' issues, and one of my issues is that there is no Dollar General contact. This is a pretty important issue to the people of this community, and I think not having a Dollar General representative here, speaks a lot.
As it turns out, events such as this aren't all that uncommon here in Indiana, though it rarely happens as efficiently as it did in Prairieton. In Monroe County in 2022, commissioners denied a property rezone for a new Dollar General on Sample Road after it bounced around the Plan Commission for 6 months.
If we're addressing a food desert issue, then it should be a food emporium of some sort.
Research from UCLA and University of Toronto found that dollar stores often have a negative impact in bringing more food to rural communities.
If you have three or more dollar stores within a 2-mile radius, a locally owned grocery store will almost certainly go out of business.
The Institute for Local Self-Reliance named 8 other cities and towns in Indiana that in the last few years have denied new stores from being built for various reasons. Smith says this shows more areas have been emboldened to deny new Dollar General locations.
I think it's because people have more experience with them, more exposure to them, and so they've seen, oh yeah, these things do generate a lot of traffic, and they do kind of attract crime, and they do prevent some safety hazards.
Smith says that because Dollar General doesn't actually own the buildings they operate in, instead opting to lease from a commercial developer like the Overland Group, they are putting space between themselves and the communities they serve.
They're committed to signing a long-term lease with this developer. They really have no involvement in the community. And people think Dollar General should be here answering questions. And Dollar General basically is putting some distance between themselves and the community by having the developer be the one who really is the flashpoint for all of this.
She also says that communities have gotten creative by creating new ordinances that prevent new dollar stores from being built at all.
There are communities that even require dollar stores to submit their shelf plan to the city planning office to say, we want to see, exactly how much lettuce and exactly how many carrots and, exactly what you're offering here.
Now, I reached out to Dollar General to ask why they would open a new store in such close proximity to others in the area, and they told me, quote, "A number of factors go into consideration when selecting a new store location," end quote. It's still possible a new store could come to the area, it just might not be anytime soon. For Indiana News Desk, I'm Clayton Baumgarth.